Lighting up red, tell me that I'm live. Are we live on pages of YouTube? Welcome back to another Black Magikarp live stream. I'm your boy Muffin.
What is a discrepancy? Hello.
We're season 10, week 4. I'm gonna start doing those now and get as many done as I can before we switch on to our second stream of the night, which will be Metro. I got some exciting news in regards to tonight's stream, Metro Exodus, and I also have some news that I will tell you during tomorrow's stream, the Until Dawn stream. Tomorrow's news it's exciting news. Good things are coming. Good things are coming for the channel. I'm excited.
Mine was buffering then for a minute, but it's alright now. Didn't think your stream was working properly, but it's fine. And I've lost my lighter. No, I haven't. The dog's lying on it.
Fuck, I thought about that. I was wondering if with the you know what downloading the DLC, if it was gonna make it so my internet didn't have sufficient bandwidth to stream. I could always put the download on pause if need be. Like I said, it's only 1.2 gigs, so I mean it's just gonna take, you know, not long at all.
Stream seems to be fine, bro. It was just okay. Buffering for me. It's alright now though.
Dude, so that dude I've been watching, that Twitch streamer that was in Detroit, Brian Deckhart.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. You
really have benefits, like, you know how you have to like pay annually to be a Twitch streamer? You get your money's worth, dude. If you're a streamer on Twitch, you get all these Twitch mods. Like, when I watch his streams, there's different shit he can do. So he took a fucking... I totally forgot what I was doing in this game. Okay, now I remember. He took a piece of fucking tube, like plastic tube, and strapped a GoPro to the end of it, and he can bring that camera. He can turn it on in the middle of the stream, and they call it the Igby cam. Igby is their cat, and anytime somebody donates gift subs or renews their subscription or yada yada, they give Igby a treat, and they just fucking stick it down this plastic tube, and it shoots out the bottom, and you watch the cat eat it through the fucking GoPro. It's fucking hilarious.
Brilliant. That's probably a good way of getting people to donate and everything. If you want to see the cat eat his treat. Well, we've both got cute doggos, bud, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And mine will pretty much do anything for a chocolate biscuit. Little baby Casper's had his bowl of Rice Krispies. Bowl of Rice Krispies. Oh. I swear the NPCs on his Conan have got a bit more serious now.
What other cool Twitch mods does he have? You can make a calendar for like your streaming schedule, and then like bring it up on the screen for your subs to see at any time. So you're like, you know, he's like, oh, Saturdays and Sundays we're playing Uncharted 4, and Tuesdays is Dungeons and Dragons, yada yada. He has a stopwatch counter because they take like hydration breaks through their stream, and so like they'll bring up a countdown for like 3 minutes while they're gone. And there's just a lot of cool Twitch mods out there for the like really like bring production value to a fucking live stream, dude. I was blown away. You know, I'm a sucker for a good production value, even in my porno, man. I like it to have a good linear story. You know, all the pornos I grew up watching were usually spoofs of like real movies, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That Pirates of the Caribbean trilogy, the porno version, is top notch.
Yeah, you gotta have the production value.
Yeah. Oh, and a good soundtrack. I'm a sucker for, you know what I mean? A movie soundtrack to me is like your favorite director making you a mixtape. You know what I mean?
Know what you mean?
Yeah.
But that's kind of like Until Dawn, though, isn't it? Director,
Mm-hmm.
your favourite mixtape of all the horror films. Like, I wouldn't say like the full-on scary horror films, but maybe the sort of early '90s horror genre with Scream and I Know What You Did Last Summer and all films like that.
Yeah. Dude, those are great films. I love Scream, all four of them.
They're right. I quite enjoyed the Final Destinations back in the day as well.
Dude, the third one was my favorite with fucking that chick from Scott Pilgrim, Mary Elizabeth Winstead. Yeah. She was in Final Destination 3.
Right.
They're at the carnival in the beginning, and the roller coaster starts fucking, all the bolts start coming loose and shit.
Yeah, I don't remember the girl from Scott Pilgrim. Is that the one that played
Ramona Flowers.
Ramona Flowers? Yeah.
Yeah, the actress's name is Mary Elizabeth Winstead. She was in like, what was it, Cloverfield Lane or whatever? The second Cloverfield movie? Yeah. She was the chick that was in the fucking bunker with fucking John Goodman the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to build herself a fucking ramshackle radiation chute and shit.
Cloverfield Lane was okay, actually. It wasn't horrific.
I haven't seen the third one, though, the Netflix made, the Cloverfield Paradox.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I watched that.
Was it bad?
In its own
It looked like it was
good.
dumb as fuck. Doesn't it take place on a space station the whole time?
Yes.
Yeah.
It wasn't a Cloverfield film, but basically it was in its own right as a sketchy sci-fi thing. It was fine. And there was all sorts of weird stuff happening.
Ooh, that just gave me an idea. I thought, does it take place in a space station? And then my mind on me went right back to streaming, and I was like, fuck, you know what would be a good fucking scary game to stream is that fucking Alien Isolation. I've still never played that game.
Oh, I haven't played that one.
My roommate had it. I told you back when I lived in a condo, and I had a PS3, but he had a PS4. He bought it brand new when it came out, and so I watched him play it and stuff. And like, dude, when this xenomorph fucking shows up, woohoo! You're just like the only survivor, or not survivor, but the only person in this space station right now, and there's a xenomorph in there with you. The fuck?
Played the Colonial Marines, Alien Colonial Marines, right back in the day. That one, probably when PS4 first come out. Didn't go a lot on it. It was pretty rubbish. It was a cheap game. My inventory's all grey. Finish farming, growing. I've been on this game all day. Actually, it's helping. You know.
Good.
It really is helping. It's helping.
Oh, dude, I never told you about my second dog. So I knew what you meant last night when you told me, when I asked about Casper's, like what breed he was, and you said he was a mix, but he doesn't really look like either. So my second dog, Bonnie, she's a Cheagle, which is half Beagle, half Chihuahua, but she don't look like either of them.
Right. Brilliant. Excellent.
She looks like a little piglet, dude. She's got the fucking the tail and everything. A little fat bitch.
My friend Maria, she's got a proper Chihuahua, little tiny little thing.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
She's got one cross with a Jack Russell as well, so it looks like a Chihuahua, but it's got like quite long, wiry hair. Do you know what I mean? The body's just a little bit too big, a little bit too sort of barrel shaped, but it's a lovely dog, absolutely. You get I mean, the thing is with the British and the Staffordshire English Bull Terriers.
Yeah.
They tend to feed them up, you know, on tripe and things like that until they're massive, until they look scary, and then you walk around with them like they're big hard guys when they're really not. You know, where I've never done that with my dog. He's the size he is. Do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna feed him stuff to bulk him way out.
You feed him Rice Krispies.
He has his bowl of Rice Krispies, mine. No, yeah, it's just normal sort of dog food. I don't mess around with all. Basically, some of them look like they're on steroids. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not into that sort of thing. I don't need to go around looking big and scary. I just give people a look. The look is enough for everybody. Lewis's missus up to Spiderland area. See the big spider.
No.
Come and help me. Got to help me farm the coal. I couldn't find the cave either with the all the sulphur in it. The crocodile cave. But I found it again now. It's marked on the map. I've been on this massive mission getting loads of coal, loads of gossamer, loads of iron. I went in there just to get that last little bit of stuff and I got over encumbered and the big crocodile killed me. So I went all the way back there, but it was night time so I couldn't see a thing inside the cave. Matt was telling me when I zoomed in that I was right next to my body, but I even just sort of every time I got down from the rock, the crocodile was there. Just touch and go for a bit, but I managed to get all my stuff back. Yeah, I went out on a mission and died like 4 times. It was crazy. I kept having to go miles to get my stuff back. Oh, came up here at night time. This might not go well. I'm out. Shut up. There's somewhere safer. I can just wait until it's light there. Oh, that's the point. I keep meaning to Google in or YouTube these falling rocks. These weird falling rocks that sort of just land out of nowhere. Yeah. And then they just slowly, they don't look right, and then they slowly sink into the sound. Slowly sink into the ground, like. It's really, spitting me out. I don't know what it is. Whether it's just a flaw in the game or whether it actually means something. You've got to investigate the spot where the rock came from. I know I was swimming down river earlier, and it said, as I was in the river, it said press. It said press X, press square to interact. So I was couldn't work out why, but I swam underneath the water. Oh shit! I gotta get out of there. Yeah, I swam underneath the water, and there was one of those stone things that you're supposed to hold square on.
Yeah.
Those stone tablets.
Bro, so I watched that new Tarantino film that just came out, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh yeah, I didn't,
Dude,
I
and
didn't
get
even know
this.
that was a Tarantino one.
Yeah, it's his 9th movie. Apparently, after he did his first film back in the 90s, you remember Reservoir Dogs? He said he was going to do 10 films in his career and then retire. Well, fucking Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is number 9, so we got one more movie.
Right. Okay.
But what I was gonna do, fucking Kevin Smith's daughter Harley Quinn is in it. And I said she doesn't have any lines or anything, any speaking parts. But like I kept seeing her, she plays one of Charlie Manson's girls. He had a bunch of girls, you know, like cult followers.
Yeah.
And I had to look up her IMDb, and I'm fucking sure as shit it was her.
Huh. Oh, leave me alone. God, these archers are lethal all of a sudden. I think it's because I've got to a high level now.
Bro, you know it was a great movie, and it wasn't a Tarantino movie, but he did act in it with George Clooney. He was fucking From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh, I love Dust Till Dawn.
Dude, that first scene, the first opening 10 minutes, the shootout in the liquor store, fucking genius.
Yeah, I made my mum watch that.
That's the late Michael Parks playing the sheriff that fucking dies. He was a brilliant
my mum
actor.
used to really like George Clooney because of she used to watch ER.
Oh, of course, my mom did too.
She used to fancy him, and you know.
Yeah.
But so I made her watch Dusk Till Dawn, and she'd never sat down and watched anything like that before. Do you know what I mean? It was a little bit.
My mom wouldn't watch it. Probably want to watch a movie like that either. She hates horror films.
But she was like, "Oh, this started off right, and then it just went very strange." Yes, it does.
Yeah, as soon as I get to the bar in Mexico, fucking weird shit starts happening, brother.
It goes downhill fast.
Yeah. Dude, Tarantino was young in that movie, man.
God, yeah. Well,
I think that's the only bit of acting, like other than cameos that he'll do in his own films, you know, like Alfred Hitchcock used to do. Fucking, I think From Dusk Till Dawn's the only movie I've like seen him act in.
Right.
Yeah. It's a true fact. It's a true fact. I love weed and I love video games.
Right, I'm definitely out. I'm about to get over encumbered.
The only thing about this new bong, though, is it's not a pull stem. You don't pull it out. And it doesn't have a carb on it, so I'm going to have to, like, drill a hole in it somewhere.
Sure.
And, you know, put your thumb over it just like you would with a pipe so you have some fucking airflow. Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Over encumbered. I'm dead.
You're over encumbered. Cumbersome. I fucking hate that song. Dude, I saw today that Jeremy Renner, the actor that plays Hawkeye in like the Avengers, took to Twitter and wrote Sony, asked him politely to give Spider-Man back.
No way.
Yeah. I was like, oh, if we got Avenger on the fucking mission, then, you know, it'll turn out okay. Even if it is just Hawkeye. Dude, he was the shit in Endgame when he fucking becomes Ronin.
Yeah, I quite like his character actually. It's not a bad one, is it?
I like him as an actor too. I remember seeing him in fucking the Jeffrey Dahmer movie.
Oh right, yeah.
He fucking played Dahmer, dude.
Fuck.
And he was fucking great at it. He was a young man back then too.
I don't know if I told you, but as I was running around this map earlier, Peaky Blinders lot come running, just dropping some iron and just good stuff off the subject. Come running past me and you drop me 1,000 stone and 1,000 wood. I was like, no thanks. So I quickly dropped the iron, got some and coal and all that, and sort of pointed at the house. And they left the wood and stone and off they went. I wasn't going to turn it down. I couldn't move, but I couldn't turn it down. Everyone on there I saw a new guy, and they've gone. Do you know how many people I've been able to just go into their roofs, but just they start building and then they just stop. And those finish the building off first. Yeah. I've robbed a few people like that. It's not funny.
Did you ever play that game, The Order 1886?
No, I didn't, but I always wanted to.
It's okay. So here's the thing about that. That was another game my old roommate bought when he had a PlayStation 4, and I lived in a different house. And he bought it on release day, and I remember him texting me on his way home, and he's like, "I bought the game because I was really hyped for it after seeing the trailer. I thought it looked good, and it was a cool concept, like a different spin on the Knights of the Round Table. Like, what would happen if they did come back with the elixir of life and all that and stuff?" And they did. In this game they found it, and they all have these necklaces that they drink from time to time, and it keeps them young, like they can live hundreds of years, and it also like heals minor wounds and stuff like that. So yeah, I thought that was cool. And like Nikola Tesla's in it, and he's like secretly inventing like all their new weapons. So you have like a thermite gun, which is dope.
Yeah.
You literally, it has like you hold fucking with a thermite gun, you hold fucking R2 to shoot the thermite, and then you tap L2 to shoot like a fireball to ignite it. It's dope. That thing is deadly. But it kind of, in the sense of what we were talking about when I asked earlier, I was like, wouldn't you say like even with looking for all the clues and stuff, like Days Gone is only about a 6 to 8 hour game? That's what it was like with it was like a cinematic masterpiece, really amazing graphics, but really short gameplay.
Yeah, I do quite like a cinematic game, to be fair. Story game.
Apparently, when my cousin's husband bought Red Dead 2, because I kept hassling him to do it, so he bought it for himself for his birthday.
Brilliant.
And we were playing online together. Well, they have a giant, like an 80-inch, like wall-mounted fucking 4K TV, and he has a PS Pro, so he told me like his graphics for that game were amazing. I don't have a 4K TV or a PS Pro that fucking plays 4K games, but you know, games that are cinematically beautiful like Red Dead and Until Dawn and The Order, they still look good even just with high def. But yeah, I can only imagine the different landscapes, like the snow area up in the mountains on Red Dead 2, playing on his fucking setup.
I've seen a video of somebody that they get out of bounds on Red Dead, but you travel for miles and it's near enough fully rendered in landscape.
Yeah. For Mexico, which is a accessible part in Red Dead 1. Like you play half the game down in Mexico. And they just since they put the map from Red Dead 1 in Red Dead 2, it becomes unlockable after you beat the game. If you try going over to that part of the map during the game, your bounty's too high that they just fucking they're on you right away. The Pinkertons they call them, which is pretty much the FBI. But back then they called them Pinkertons. That's like what the outlaws would call them. So yeah, I've seen those videos too where people are able to go break the game and go down into Mexico, and they literally just ported it in from Red Dead 1 because all the same structures are there from the first game, and people thought like it may become accessible in a DLC.
Well, it is weird that they've like the map size is actually 20 times bigger than the playable area. Like, why would they? I mean, that's a lot of memory. Do you know what I mean? It's a lot of effort. Why would they do that? Saying that, this one's like that as well. When you've got the admin teleport, you can teleport out of the map on this one.
Huh.
And you can run. I ran for miles up in the top right of the map, just going and going and going and going. So it wasn't, the scenery was there, but it wasn't, none of it was rendered in. It was just land. It wasn't, you know, there was no trees, no grass, no rocks. It was just land. But it was all sort of, you know, it was modelled. It looked like proper. It wasn't just flat right there. It was big. Have you got much stuff to do on Fortnite?
Sorry, what?
Have you got much to do? Is it
It's
new
weekly
set of challenges today?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
And
I heard you say
once you do the 7,
doing
and then you know how I told you how they're doing it this season. Like they're fairly easy, the first 7, but once you finish them, you hit square and prestige them, and you do like a harder version of the same challenges.
right.
But I could always do the prestige tomorrow. And then if I can just even just get done with the first 7 ones, I can prestige them tomorrow and knock them out off of the stream even. But I really want to get a good chunk of Metro played tonight.
Yeah.
I'm knocking them out one by one.
What the challenges like for week 4? Are they hard ones?
No. So, but there was also a daily challenge. I did that first. I had to eat forged, glitched consumables. So like, you know, like the mushrooms and the red peppers and all that. There's a spot on the map now where a meteor hit, and if you go there, they're all in a circle. It'll glitch between mushrooms, peppers, coconuts, those shadow stones from like the earlier season that turned you like into a ghost, and you gotta eat, you know. But yeah, so that was real quick. I did that, so that was one. Fuck. Hold on a second. All right. I'll read some of the ones I have still to do. I just finished. I had to deal damage to somebody 30 seconds after using a launch pad. I thought that was going to be kind of tricky, but it wasn't. Challenges. Search 2 chests within 30 seconds of each other. Land at a hot spot in different matches, so that's an area with yellow letters where the drones are flying around with good loot.
Oh yeah.
You just gotta land there 3 different times, 2 different matches. Pick up a legendary item in 3 different matches. That, I think I'm going to switch. Yeah, I'm gonna switch to fucking Team Rumble with these. Simples. So yeah, still got 5 left to do before I proceed.
Not too bad.
The thing is, though, I don't get is like the first 7 you get that are kind of on the easy side. Those are the ones that are all worth 10 battle stars each, which gives you, you know, that's how you tier up. Once you prestige them, which are arguably supposed to be harder, none of those are worth battle stars. They're just worth XP.
Huh.
Yeah, it's weird. They're doing things different than they've done every other season. They're doing differently this time around.
Yeah.
A lot of people are really bored with this season. Like, everyone a part of that fucking stream collective in Australia, I told you about the Click House, like, they're really bummed out. Because they were all Fortnite streamers, and now they're bummed out with Season 10, so they all went back to streaming fucking Minecraft now.
Wow.
Yeah, you believe that? Fucking Minecraft.
Minecraft can be quite fun.
The fucking the stupidity of people.
I dismissed that game for so many years.
Because it's fucking horrible? I know.
No, it's alright, it's good.
But no.
I like going off on like little adventures.
But no.
Trying to find like good stuff in it, you know? It's all that is out there.
Yeah.
Pirate ships, all sorts of mad stuff.
Are you gonna go fight the dragon?
Oh, the Ender Dragon.
Go fight the dragon.
At some point. I've only just sort of kind of got started on it.
No, so you're ready to fight him then, right now.
Yeah, right now.
You should stream it so I watch you die and lose all your shit.
Yeah.
Come on, bro, do it for my channel. It'll be great content.
Yeah, the Ender Dragon probably would mess me up.
Well, there's no time like the present.
I wouldn't even know where to find the dragon on Minecraft. Yeah? I think you build something to call him in. I don't know.
Have you made yourself a pet yet, like a fucking cow or a panda bear?
No, not yet.
Bro, I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of having pets in video games. I swear to God, in Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, that dog followed me everywhere. Oh my God, dude, dude, in Far Cry 5, first you meet a dog and he becomes your companion, but then you can tame a fucking cougar named Peaches and have it fucking running around with you, and like when you walk past like NPCs, they're like, isn't it kind of weird that they say shit like, you're just walking around with a cougar, fucking, and then you can meet a grizzly bear named Cheeseburger and make him your fucking pet.
Excellent. See, Metal Gear Solid 5's got the doggo as well, and that dog is so overpowered, man.
Oh yeah, the one you find as a puppy and like his family's dead, so you clip a balloon to him and take him to base.
That's the one. Yeah, he scouts out camps for you in advance, doesn't he? So
yeah, but isn't that more like Liquid Ocelot's like Ocelot's dog in that game? He looks after him at the base.
Yeah. Now I'm putting a false floor in this new base as well, under a load of foundations. Got a couple of chests in there, real valuable stuff that we really don't want to go. Could do it up at the other base, to be fair. I want everybody in this game that I've given iron, gossamer, all the real good stuff to as little gifts. I just want them all to bring me some rock right now, and I'll be happy. I've just got through like 7,000 stone. It's not cool. I think it's just close enough. It's close enough to the right-hand side of the base, that far end, that I could probably build an elevator up into the actual main base as well. I'm quite looking forward to your next stream of Until Dawn, to be fair, dude. You enjoy that game. It's definitely all kicking off now on that game.
I really hope that fucking Jessica's still alive, man. Just for the sake of just for the sake of wanting to try to keep them all alive this time around. Since the last time I played it, I was able to keep them all alive except for Chris, and I still remember where I went wrong with him dying, so I can try to fix that this time. Uh,
Yeah.
I could give two shits about her as a character. I don't really like her, but for the sake of trying to keep them all alive this time around, I really hope I didn't kill her.
Well, I don't want to spoil nothing. I know. Late. I think she is fine. I think she's just battered up.
Yeah.
What struck me is I thought she was dead because when I was looking on this tiny little 2-inch long.
No,
screen,
no, yeah, I saw the same thing you did, but I think
your stream just ended. Did it?
no.
Oh no, sorry. Your phone just went weird. Sorry, what was I saying? Distracted from my phone in the stream settings. Is it until the? Oh, yeah, that was it. I know later on, when you're walking through like some cave tunnels, like a lot later in the game, one of the characters hears Jess crying.
Yeah. But it's the Wendigo. They can mock.
Yeah.
They can mimic. Yeah.
Mimic the voice. Yeah. So you don't. It gives you the
It was
option to
Ashley. It was Ashley that heard her because I remember in the end credits when they're all being interviewed, the police ask her. They're like, or Ashley says to the police, like, she's like, I went down there because I heard Jess screaming, and then it flashes to Jess. She's like, I was never screaming down in those caves.
Yeah.
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 And she's really battered up. She's got like a black eye. She's all fucked up, but she's alive.
Yeah. I know the Wendigo still does that if she's dead, though.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
You know, by that point, you know better, don't you? Because you know she's dead, and you can hear her down. You know what I mean? So you would automatically avoid it. But no, I fell for it the first time. My first playthrough, I fell for that trick. Hold on, Jess, I'll save you. No. Hubble bubble, toil and trouble.
Something wicked this way comes. Do you remember that scene from Harry Potter?
No.
And like the third one, like right when they get to school, fucking the third year choir group are like singing that song like double trouble, toil and trouble. And like the little girls in the front row of the choir are like holding these massive fucking toads that are like you know frogs that are fucking providing the baritone and stuff.
All right, yeah. Yeah, it does ring a bell. Yeah, I'm done with Conan for the night now. Screw that game.
And now you're ready to play Days Gone.
Days Gone. No, I'm gonna do. I think I've got 2 more challenges to do on Zombies. Let me check.
Zombie.
Zombie. Oh my god, zombie. Yeah, I've done a load earlier, so I think I'll leave it to that. Let's see. It's like it keeps giving me the triples on Perkaholics as well, so I've got 9 of them now, which I'm quite happy about. And I've got quite a lot of perk ups, which give you 4 perks on top of your normal 4. Obviously, Perkaholic gives you like 12 or something, you know. I'm gonna have a stab at that Outer Omega Easter egg. Got to the end of it with my pal the other week. It all went wrong for us. I struggle with the Xbox controller as well, I really do. How do you get on with Xbox controllers?
I mean, I always feel like it's mostly the same as PlayStation. Like, I know all, like, they have letters instead of shapes, but, like, you know, the mechanics of it are the same.
I just don't know what it is. I don't get on with them. I'm no good with them. I used to be the same with the N64 controller as well.
Oh, I love the N64 controllers.
Used to love playing GoldenEye with my pals back.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Did you ever see the GoldenEye remake they did?
Yeah, oh, absolutely fucking horrible. Yeah, for PS2. Yeah, absolutely horrible. Had nothing to do with the movie or the first game. They just wanted to use the name GoldenEye to sell units.
That's the one.
Yeah, absolutely horrible.
Daniel Craig, wasn't it Daniel Craig was the actor in that as well, weren't he? He wasn't even in GoldenEye, was he?
No.
Yeah, no, it was shocking, and it was more like Call of Duty than anything else, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I did get a little buzz though when I first started the game, and I didn't really know where I was, and I'm going down all through this area, and then suddenly I'm in the air vent above the toilet. Oh, I know where I am.
Yeah, and he's taking a piss. Yeah.
That's the one. Yeah. Yeah, I got a little bit of a. That gave me a bit of a thrill. I'll be honest. I was like, "Oh, here we go."
Did you ever play the second game for fucking N64? The World's Not Enough.
Yeah, a long time ago though.
That was well. It came out like a few years after GoldenEye did, but I thought it had better graphics and it was a really good game. Like I personally, and I know it's subjective, but I thought it was better than GoldenEye. And GoldenEye, like it's iconic. It's an iconic game, but like I've met a few people that agree with me though. They think that World's Not Enough is superior.
Yeah. I thought that the remade GoldenEye played fine because I mean it basically played like Call of Duty. Didn't
No, people were just pissed it had nothing to do. Like the people were just pissed that it was called GoldenEye and it was supposed to be a remake of the 64 game, and it ended up having nothing to do with that game or the movie GoldenEye even. Because the original GoldenEye game, the N64 one, was a straight up video game remake of the movie.
Yeah.
Again, they just called it a golden. They just wanted it to have GoldenEye in the name so it would sell. Did you ever play the Indiana Jones game for N64? That game's ridiculous.
No, I didn't. No. Did Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong and Banjo and all them lot.
Oh, Banjo-Kazooie's my jam.
And Starwing as well. I used to quite like that. Lilac Wars, wasn't it? Yeah, I can remember back in the day. I used to go and visit a friend of my dad's quite regularly, you know, with me £5 in my pocket, and yeah, I mean, I'd buy like a fiver's worth, but I'd end up doing more like 50 quid's worth with him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we'd sit and play N64, and some of the best times of my life, man. To be fair. Yeah, it's the proper spangling.
I got to a point with N64 where I could like beat Star Fox in an hour.
Wow.
That was probably my favorite game. That was the game that came with my N64 when I got it for Christmas in like '97. It came with. It was supposed to be from Santa Claus. My parents said.
Yeah.
The N64 was from Santa Claus, and it came with fucking Star Fox. But then one of my presents that was in a bag from my parents was more 64 games, and I was like, how does that work? They're like, well, we just had a hunch that Santa was going to bring you an N64 this game, so they got me like Mario Kart and Diddy Kong Racing, because my dad, you know, the only games he liked to play were racing games, so they got me a second controller, and me and him would play the fuck out of Diddy Kong Racing and Mario Kart.
Brilliant.
Star Fox, dude.
Which one was Lilac Wars then? Was that the first or second one? Or was it just different names in different countries? Because I know there was. I think the original one was called Lilac Wars. And you were a fox, do you know what I mean? But that wasn't the name. Star Fox wasn't the name of the game.
You ever play Star Fox?
No, but I played Lilac Wars back on the 64. I'm just trying to work out whether
is it the same game?
Different.
You play as a fox in a fucking little ship, like an X-wing looking ship, and you have a fucking you have a crew with you, and they're on their own little X-wing ship, and one of them's Slippy the toad, and
Slippy the toad, yeah,
and fucking Falco, Falco the falcon, and Peppy the hare, the rabbit.
That's the one. Every time it come out with a little message, it go and then like they had a weird way of talking to it, but read out the message. No, it was called Lilac Wars. Weird, short.
Dude, that is so weird how they rename games in different countries. Because we were just talking about that with Bully, but Bully's understandable that they'd have to change the name in different countries.
Oh,
I still can't believe some of the shit you can get away with in that game. Like not only can you just beat up school children, you can grab them by the collar and shove them into lockers or give them fucking swirlies in the bathroom. It's like ridiculous.
How are they going to remake that?
Oh, it's going to be awesome. I hope you play as an older Jimmy Hopkins too. None of that bullshit where it's like, oh, this is a whole new different character in his story. No, man, give me Jimmy Hopkins.
Maybe it goes a little bit like GTA then. It already was, wasn't it? It was Rockstar. Maybe it's more like GTA. He's now grown up. He's he's
a teacher at the fucking school, but he's like a bad teacher.
Maybe he's a teacher. Yeah. Yeah, definitely be interested to see a video for that one.
I have 3 challenges left. Yeah, remember in that game when you would start unlocking like the bigger tier weapons? Like you always had a slingshot and stuff, but then you can get like the spud gun and the fucking rocket launcher that shot fucking
So,
firecrackers out of it and shit. Dude, even after I remember,
no,
like I played that game so much when I had the hard copy for PS2. Like even after I beat it and there was no more missions, I 100%ed everything. Fucking, I would just have fun like going just playing around in the world. Fucking,
yeah,
when it would get dark out and you're not allowed to be in the school, you have to be in your dorm. I would fucking like to go in and sneak around the fucking head boys and stuff and hide in
yeah.
lockers and fucking. Oh man, go to the carnival and fuck around.
All I can really remember about that game was riding around on the skateboard with the slingshot. I can remember breaking into the girl's door and through the roof.
Yeah. Dude, did you ever play the Scarface game for PS2?
No, but
It was
I
fucking
had,
great, dude.
I had my ex partner years ago. She had a son that was 9, and he had it for his PSP. And I can remember playing it and being like, "This is not for children."
No,
And
dude.
I had to tell her and show her like the first cutscene where with the chainsaw.
Yeah.
Where his cousin gets chainsawed up. Yeah, I mean, my jaw was on the floor. I'm like, hang on, your son's been playing this and he's 9? She's like, oh, yeah, I don't know what he plays. I'm like, well, you need to start looking at what he plays because this is horrific. You know what I mean? For a 9-year-old, and someone getting chained up, like chainsawed up, like strapped to the shower and then chainsawed up is not for kids, dude. It's really not.
No.
Oh, so funny. Actually, it's oblivious.
Dude,
Like,
like
did
I
you
remember when Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Hold on. Die, fuck it. Okay. I finished the challenge anyway. He killed me though. When Vice City came out, my parents wouldn't even let me rent it from Blockbuster, let alone buy it, for the sole purpose that you could cut the heads off of prostitutes with a katana.
Yeah.
They let me. I had Grand Theft Auto 3, the first one to come out for PS2, but in that game there is no katana.
See, 3 is one of my favourites because of the radio
Really?
stations. Yeah, I mean, there's a drum and bass one, dude. It's Moving Shadow. So it's a Moving Shadow back in the day, mate. I knew people from the organisation. You know what I mean? I knew DJs from it. One of my best pals that I grew up with was in Moving Shadow. So yeah, you know what I mean. I was all over that. I used to park my car in the tunnel out of the way where it was all quiet and there was no vehicles anywhere, no traffic. And just listen to the radio station for hours. just have it blasting through the TV. Yeah, it was really good. The hip hop station was good on it as well.
The only thing I really enjoyed doing in number 3 was, how you could take cars to 8 Ball just to have them fitted with a bomb.
Yeah.
I would find like one of the really nice fucking what are they called in the game? The turbos, like the red sports car with the white stripe down it. It was like the nicest car in number 3, fitted with a bomb. And then if you just go park it on the curb anywhere and just stand and wait, eventually someone will steal it. Like an NPC will fucking steal it because it's a nice car, and it just fucking blows up the minute they get in the passenger seat or the driver's seat.
Brilliant. Yeah, every time I booted that game in, the first thing I would do is go and find one of those cars. There's a little garage not far from where you spawn in, from your base. It's got to smash a window to get in, but you get that, like, the best car straight away. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
It even had one of the radio stations was like really old school rave as well, you know, like acid house, and really old school stuff, like a damp ski and that. I think 3 was probably my favourite.
San Andreas is mine, dude, for sure. And then fucking the newest one, number 5, is a close second, only because you're back in San Andreas with fucking PS4 graphics.
Yeah.
I mean, 4. the story, yeah, 4 was kind of, I mean, I remember it blowing up when they announced it. Ronan's kind of, your cousin Roman's kind of annoying, isn't he? Always ringing you up and asking if you want to go bowling and stuff.
You know, I didn't get that far into it because I didn't like the driving and the camera. You couldn't change the camera properly. You'd sort of go around the corner and the camera would just do its own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I didn't like 4. So I never played it. I played it for an hour and I was like, plus, it didn't even seem as exciting as San Andreas, you know.
I keep meaning to check the status of my download in between these matches, and I fucking forget every time.
Probably will be a little slower just because you're on computer. I'll be right back, dude.
Sure.
Oh, hang on, let's give it no connection, tap to retry, it keeps doing that. Alright, I'll be back in a sec.
Alright.
Oh, I am not switched on. I put a pie in the oven.
Nice.
It pinged. Yeah, cooked it for an hour. It pinged at me about 20 minutes ago. I just remembered it and thought, oh, I've got that pie. That's tremendous. I hadn't switched it on at the wall.
Oh,
It's just sat there, still the same. Oh, raging. I've got to wait another hour now before I can eat. Pretty hungry as well, to be fair.
there's a new block. That looks dope. I always forget that the block changes on Thursdays when challenges come out.
Some of them are real good.
Yeah.
I'd like to make one, to be fair. Like when I get on creative mode on something, I get a bit.
Yeah, but I think you have to like link it to Epic Games. Like it has to do with Twitter. Like that's how you get entered into it.
Oh right, okay. Oh no, I
So
don't.
you,
I don't mean like one that. I don't mean. I just like to make my own. I wouldn't submit.
sure. There's the new one.
Who are you shooting? There's someone in the sky then. Oh no, is that? That's what it was. Oh wow, look at that. Was it like a? Is it a rocket launching base or just a base?
I don't know. I haven't really gone in it.
Yeah, that is decent. not bad. I've managed to pack a punch 20 times and I'm only on round 12. I was only at 25 times though.
Oh, it'll be done in 15 minutes.
Yes, pack a punch 25 one and it's done. glider's alright, isn't it?
And there you guys have it. There's all 7 challenges done with. I am going to prestige them right now, but I'm going to start working on them tomorrow, and I probably won't stream it. Thank you to everybody that watched this while it's live, or even people that tune in later once it's no longer airing live. Views are views. It helps me. It helps the channel, which is a relatively small channel for the moment. In the next 20 or 30 minutes, I will be starting up a second stream where we will be continuing our playthrough of Metro Exodus. Until then, folks, stay frosty.